certain way. I know I did when I first listened to her, and it just kind of seems like anytime that you do listen to music that matters, you listen to an artist that not just have God-given talent, but also it's just something more to it, and it's deeper than music when you hear not just Love Under New Management, but Baby Be Mine, Come Share My Love, which we open up the show with. It's important for people like all you listeners out there listening worldwide just to really embrace and support this young lady that I have on, and of course. When it comes to Mikki Howard, she's active on social media, so you can go to Mikki Howard Live, and just I'm just saying, when I say embrace an icon, you can literally do that by listening to this young lady's voice right now. And Mikki Howard is live on Legacy Showcase. My queen, how are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. I guess the giggles come with a little bit of blush. You know, I try to do the best I can to give you a nice intro. I try, but it's still not enough to me in my book, because I feel like I need to do with all the music that you've done and giving all of us a whole bunch of memories. I still feel like I need to do more, Mikki.
Oh, you're so kind. You're very, very kind.
So I want to welcome you to the show, and first off, as a fan, I got to tell you that I really appreciate the music that you have given us, and the you know, with so many different things that comes and goes with music. I think one thing that I can safely say that stays the same is the passion and a voice when you hear specific songs coming from you. I mentioned the few that I have, and there's more on top of that. And I just got to say thank you for just giving us a lot of memories so far, and continue to give us more.
Well, thank you. I sure had a good time doing so.
And it's not ending, because you do have new music that's on the horizon, right?
Yeah, I have a new CD out. It's called I Choose to Be Happy. It's actually an EP, and there are 4 more to follow. They're going to be a set of 5 EPs. It's mostly live music.
So is it more like a series of just volumes? Just, you know, it's volume 1, 2, 3, and it just chronicles just, you know, just the completion of each one, to tell a story for each one that you're finishing up?
Well, yeah, it's basically something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blues. So we go from the blues to the rock and roll. You know, it's a good CD. It's a lot of the old stuff. It's live, you know, so it's a couple live shows put together, and a couple of songs, studio records. Like we have this one called Panther, which is a really fun song, and it's about being a strong woman, you know, and handling your business and things like that. And then we have a duet we did with David Ruffin Jr., who's a stellar talent, a wonderful vocalist.
All right.
And Too Short came in and gave us a little bit of the hip-hop rap stuff on Panther. So it's a real cool project.
How did that come? How that collaboration with Too Short? And you know, I'm out here in the Bay Area, so you know we definitely love and support Mr. Too Short. So how did that collaboration come about?
Well, I've known him for several years, and we've always said, you know, I want to do something with you. I want to do something because, you know, I believe, you know, art and talent, it's something that should be shared, you know. So I was out and I saw him, and I'm like, Short, I got this great song. I think and he said, yeah, I'll do it. And he came right on over and he put his vocal on it, and it's real cool.
All right, definitely. Mikki Howard is our guest on Legacy Showcase, and you know, you've had countless of hits, and you know, your voice is tremendous, and it's iconic. It's, you know, I can go on and say all these different things about just, you know, how when you hit those notes, just, you know, makes a brother feel. But, you know, I'm not just saying that for myself. I'm saying it for a lot of these people out there listening. So, you know, you've done so much, and now here we are in 2014, and, you know, and music has definitely changed from, you know, when I grew up, and, of course, when you first broke out. How do you feel overall as far as not just the state of music, but also the evolution of it and where it's going?
Well, I love progress. I mean, the telephones are different from the time when I was a kid, and we love it. We're so excited to have these iPhones and things like that. So I love change. I am enthralled with the fact how rhythm is involved now, and people
Mhm.
are actually singing and saying what's on their minds. And I don't feel like I should just be stuck in the 80s and 90s.
True.
I
Good
think,
point. Good point.
I'm still alive, and there are things happening to me that are happening to everybody. So I think music is a statement of your current state.
Do you feel when it comes to the talent of it, like I agree with what you're saying because music to me there's always talented people, and for what you're saying too, I think when it comes to and I can go back to 50s, 60s, 70s or whatnot, and just a lot of people, or even people before I was even born for that matter. Just you can hear a song and you can just really relate to it, and you can appreciate just the effort, the passion, the vocals, the technique and the style and everything that kind of comes around. And from what I hear from a lot of people out here, a lot of younger people or a lot of older people too, they always talk about that. Music's changed because everybody wants to sound like somebody else, but not themselves. Like the creativity is kind of lost. Do you feel that?
No, I think everybody starts out trying to sound like somebody else. You hear something and you want to emulate that sound.
Mhm.
Everybody does that. I mean, they're employing a lot of the mechanics or machines and things like that to your voice, and the I think the talent is different. I mean, talent and beauty are both in the eye of the beholder. There's
Right.
somebody cheering everybody on. Somebody is writing a song that nobody's gonna sing. No, but somebody is standing there saying that's a great song. I mean, it's in the eye of the beholder, so I certainly am not going to cast anybody's work out. And this is not easy work, especially nowadays. It's not easy to get recorded. It's not easy to make music. It's not
Mhm.
free anymore. So, a lot of what you may be seeing is a lot of the more traditionally talented people are being looked over because they don't have the means to put their talent out, you
Right.
know. The music has changed in that record companies don't go out and look for talent and say, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million and sign you. They're not doing that. You basically have to come to them with your music and everything you want to be and do all in your hand. So
Right.
in order to do that, you have to spend an enormous amount of money, and a lot of people don't have it. In fact, in my new project, it's an independent. It's financed, totally by myself and a partner, and it's a
Mhm.
tremendous amount of money. And still, it's not, it's not even all of this modern stuff that people are doing. It's live music, sort of
Right.
not that easy, but for me, it's a little bit easier than, having to go find Kanye West or somebody and give him $500,000.
Just for one song, right?
Yeah, I think that's more of what's happening than anything else. People cannot afford to make music.
Well, in your case, like I mean, in granted, I know especially with the record labels that's changed so much. I mean, they don't fund. Some record labels may fund, but at the same time, you got to pay it back on top of other things that may have come with it. But with someone like yourself, who's an established singer, who has a wealth of hits, who can be able to go on tours and be completely fine, you do have those upstart people who are struggling, like you said, financially. They may not can be able to put out. They may have all the talent in the world, but they may not be able to put out the quality of music due to their funds. What do you say to some of those people who is struggling financially, and what kind of advice can you give those people?
The same with anything else. If you want to do it, you have to find a way. You will find a way. It's been this difficult before. This isn't the first time in the history of entertainment it's been difficult to get yourself out there.
Mhm.
You'll find a way. You'll make a job on the side and do your music. When I first started out, I worked 2 jobs, and then I sang demos for people, and whatever it took to get where I wanted to be. So,
Right.
as difficult as it may be, it's not impossible.
Do you feel like artist development should still should still be around? I mean, a lot of people, you can roll a dice on an artist and it may pay off for you, but back in the day there was a ton of artist development, and a lot of it is not just developing yourself vocally, but also socially too, as far as conducting yourselves in interviews or different things like that too.
Well, they have what they call media training now.
Mm-hmm.
We used to call it media etiquette.
No doubt.
I'm not fond of the training situation, but yeah, I mean, now there are schools for everything, but I think Beyonce is a classic example of having to been properly trained and what it can do for you.
Right. I feel like this because when it comes to us as fans and social media, and Mikki Howard's our guest on Legacy Showcase, social media could be, and I've said it countless of times on shows, it could be a blessing and a curse due to, there's so much sharing of music nowadays, and to me, I always feel like when it comes to the overall just scope of it all, like how do you feel about just online everything?
I'm having a good time online. I enjoy it's much easier than sitting down signing a whole bunch of pictures. Back in the day, we used to have to sign 8x10s and mail them out, and I was like.
But do you miss going to record stores, Mikki? Just going and signing and
no,
physically talking to someone?
No.
You don't miss.
No.
Why you don't miss that, man? I would think you would love to just be able to shake somebody's hand, sign something, and then move on, do the same thing, or sign their CD or their record or whatever, and call it a day. You don't miss that at all?
No, I don't miss it. I meet fans and stuff at some shows and out, but they want you to get up at 7 in the morning and be there at 8 and all. I can't do it. Yeah, I hate it. I like the fans, but I don't like all that.
When you look back at your career, Mikki, and when you look at just not just the changes and everything from when you started to now, but when you just look at a lot of the good times that was shared from not just being on a record label and performing live and doing different things, what are some extra things that kind of came along with just not just the success but the fun of music? Because to me, I kind of feel like, it can get tense with music. Like it shouldn't have to be. Like you want to listen to a song and you want to zone out just based on the feeling that song would put you in. So what are some of the real positives that you can kind of think back even now to this day that you think like, you know what, I had a lot of fun doing this?
I still have fun, but some of the most fun things was being on tour. Often I was the only female on some of the tours, and especially with the Leverts, I really missed the Leverts, Gerald and Sean and Mark,
mm-hmm.
Gordon, and all the fun. We had a lot of fun. We were so young. And we just used to do a lot of silly things, firecrackers under the hotel room doors.
Oh, wow.
We drink at the bar. I was one of the fellas most of the time, and which is another reason I know a lot of guys, like a lot of the rappers and, comedians and things, we, after the show, you only have each other to associate with unless you're running around with some groupies. I hate to say that we're groupies or, some people that are trying to, get you to do some things you shouldn't be doing. And so
right.
Quite often you end up associating with each other. And those are the really fun times, Sometimes we throw ice on each other, get a bucket of ice and leave a door cracked.
All right.
Stuff.
Right.
And we had parties, we were usually off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. And, those are fun times, and touring with Cameo and Larry Blackman and Tommy Jenkins and everybody.
Okay.
It was just a lot of good times. Like I said, I was often the only female.
So when you look back and you think about all those tour times, and like you said, a lot of people depending on, a lot of people is labeled groupies. Still to this day, there's still people that is that term is still that term, and it'll probably never die, right? So let me ask you this, Mikki: was there ever any male groupies? Because you always hear female groupies and them running to guys in the hotel, the certain celebrity guys. But was there a lot of male groupies who just ran to you or just tried to sneak a peek? There's a lot of gigolos, Mikki. Are you serious?
Men always talk, say, oh my God, girls are gigolos, women are gold diggers, but these guys out here, they're gigolos. And the older you get, the worse it is. So
are
really?
You serious? Are you?
Oh yeah.
So
the first ones that talk to you are the ones that want your money. Then the second group is like the ones that are really like usually shy or something. The third group is like maybe you can talk to them.
Are you serious? Okay, so they have. Oh wow, see that's good to know because it always seems to be one-sided. A lot of ladies catch a lot of flack from that, and rightfully so.
Women are supposed to be gold diggers. You are not supposed to want to be with somebody that cannot take care of you and your family. If you want to have babies and be husbands and wives, you don't want somebody that can't take care of you. I mean, a bird looks for the bird with the biggest feathers. I mean, come on.
Right. That is too funny though. That's too funny. It just I would die laughing, Mikki, if it was it was a guy. Yeah, I want to have Mikki Howard's baby, and back in the day, and just coming hovering around your hotel room or something like that, or just the guy who just won't leave. Have you ever had a situation like that where a guy just really you would have to call security 50 million times because he just won't leave? Yeah, you haven't had that one?
No. No, I've had where security won't leave. You're like, okay,
right.
All right. I'm good. It's all, thank you.
Mikki Howard is our guest on Legacy Showcase. You can follow her on Twitter at Mikki Howard Live. That is where she is. You can also hit up her website, which is MikkiHowardMedia.com. You can go ahead and get the new material and just embrace all that is Mikki Howard, because I just, when you have a ton of top 10 hits, when you have as many memorable songs as this young lady has, I think it's important for people to just continue to embrace her legacy and things like that as well. So, I mean, with you being so active in media and social media and things like that, Mikki, as far as different shows, if they're out there, people that want to book you, they can go ahead and hit up the emails or actually go to the website for all those details, right?
Yes, MikkiHowardMedia.com, Mikki Howard Live, Mikki that, Mikki Howard.
We got to get you to come back out. We got to get you to come out here in the Bay Area. Hopefully, we can get you out here before your birthday in September. I think that would be pretty cool, just to see.
Yeah.
So, people out there that want to come out here where we are out here in the Bay Area, make sure you go to her website, MikkiHowardMedia.com, and you know what I'm saying, just get in where you fit in, literally, because people, we love you. I love you. I'm not the only one.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Well, I want you to do me a favor. We're gonna celebrate your music, new music, and things like that too. So come back and hang out with us anytime. Anytime you want because we're online, so we're worldwide. You got Australia fans, we got China, Germany. We got all these fans out here, people that love Mikki Howard. So come out here and hang out with all nationalities everywhere.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been fun, sweetheart. You have a blessed one, and keep in contact with us, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, that is the beautiful, talented, sexy icon that is Mikki Howard. We have more music coming right up on Legacy Showcase.